Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Eric, the one and only Bear Collector, and today I'm doing my April 2024 video game haul. And boy, what a haul this was. I could say this was the haul of some interesting picks. Now, there's a reason why I don't have items in front of me like I normally do when I put my plush and everything, and you'll see why in a minute. But anyways, let's get started with digital games for the month of April. I only got one. And the only one that I got was the Oregon Trail for the Switch. Now, this game right here is based off the classic, famous Oregon Trail game. One of the interesting things is that I've been wanting to get this one for a really long time because it was not really going on sale. It's a vamped up version of the original. Plus, there's like I bought the digital the expansion pack, which gives you more extra things to do in the game. So it's going to be an interesting thing to play this one, and I'm very interested in playing it. But yeah, finally got it after the while that it was to purchase it because it was never going on sale. So let me turn this one off for a minute because I have a ton of things. Well, not a ton of things, but some things to show you guys. So let me put this to the side. First game that I got at the month was Streets of Rage 4 for the Nintendo Switch limited run games with the soundtrack. So got this one. This is a game that I've been looking for with the card too. I've been looking for this one for a really long time and finally got it, but I got a used copy. The CD's brand new, but yeah, pretty interesting. And this is a game that I've been looking for quite some time. So yes, went for a pretty decent price, and I got it. Next one is a game that when it came out, that I heard of it, I said I must get it because it's one of those games that often this particular character is not too often portrayed as a playable character. Well, yeah. Well, let me backtrack on that. Princess Peach Showtime, for the Switch. Now, backing up, the only other game that I remember that came out was Super Princess Peach for the DS, and I remember getting rid of that one, and I regret getting rid of it because it's an awesome game. And now this one, even my daughter, because she really likes Princess Peach, so definitely a game that I really want to play, that I'm very interested in playing. Now, as I mentioned, that I made room for the stuff that I got, and there's a reason because I got several collector edition games. Normally, I don't like buying collector editions because of the space and how much it takes up space. However, a lot of these went on sale, and I had to get them. First one was from there's several from Strictly Limited Game as well as limited run games that I bought this month. First one is Super Life of Pixel for the Nintendo Switch, the limited edition. Now, this game is a 2D side-scrolling platformer, and it looks very interesting because you kind of start off classic and then it gets more complex. It reminds me of the game Evoland, if you guys ever played it, where you start off simple, then it gets more complex. This edition comes with a lot of goodies. Comes with like a little cube thing, like a little toy, and like little stickers and such. So really good. You know, a lot of these I got on sale, and I got it for a really good buy. Now the next one, this is another one I got for a really good buy. I actually bought this one in March last month, but it came in April, so I had to do it in April. Some of these did. And this one is Always Sometimes Monsters for the Nintendo Switch. It's a limited run distributed game. It's like an action RPG. You know, you have to kind of choose what you want to do of your life after some unfortunate events. And it seems like a really interesting game to play. So yeah, definitely. The next one, this was another limited edition, strictly limited game. This one is the one that probably cost me the most. One of the ones that cost me the most. But still was a really good buy. And I'll tell you why in a minute. And it's the, I can't even pronounce it. Tengu, the Abarambo Tengu Nation which is basically Zombie Nation for the Nintendo Switch. And this little limited edition thing, it's very interesting because they give you the game, which the game has both versions from the Japanese version and the NES version, as well as like some figurines, some extra stuff. The box is actually like, it feels like a very solid box. So this one cost me a little bit more than the rest, but I've always wanted Zombie Nation. I've always wanted to play the game, and it's a very expensive game to own. And I think that getting it in this edition at least would be a really cool thing to own. It has, like, I believe, an art book, I think. Yeah, you can hear the things kind of loose, but yeah. And they only made a limited amount of the limited edition games. But yeah, definitely one that I want to get. Speaking of another strictly limited game, this is number 72 release, is Jajamaru Legendary Ninja Collection. This is a game that came out on the NES, and it came out on the Famicom. I have an original one of the Famicom, but this one has the whole collection. And there's like an RPG of it that came later and all of that. So it would be a fun game to play. Has different versions of games, arcade, action, RPG. So this series came out in a lot of different stuff. And it looks like it comes with extras too, I believe. So yeah. Another limited release game. Another game that is a collector's edition, and they only made very few of these. Heaven's Vault for the Nintendo Switch. This one is like a point and click adventure game that looked really good. I was gonna get it for the PS4, but then even the developer said that the one for the Switch played better than the PS4 one because they had more glitches. So yeah, it comes with like some art books, some decoder maps and all of that. So it's a very interesting game. I forgot the story of this one. I know that you play this one character. She goes around trying to discover. I think that the planet that she's living on is about to is in the verge of destruction. So she goes out on a quest to figure out what's going on. But it looks very interesting, and I read that it got really cool reviews. Now, one of the reasons why I didn't put anything on there was because this bad boy right here, this one right here, this one game is another strictly limited game. I did not know how huge the box was going to be for this bad boy, but it ended up being humongous. And this is the Spelunker HD Deluxe Collection. If you guys can see, it's a whopper of a box. Now, that's that. The smallest one that I got right now from the other ones, let me put a Nintendo Switch game. Let's bring out the Ninja Jamaru so you guys can see the size comparison. Humongous game. Yup. And now, what's so special about this one? Well, this one is actually a remake of the NES Spelunker game, but it comes with a limited edition box, and it comes with its own figurine. Believe it or not, this one was on sale for rather cheap. They only made about several hundred of these. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't expecting. I thought it was gonna be as big as the Zombie Nation one, but this one was huge. What is that USK number? I just noticed these. I don't know what that is. USK. Maybe the age, or might be the how do you call it? The rating. But yeah, humongous box. I'm just gonna set this one to the side. Let me fix the camera, and of course the rest. Another limited run game distributed, not made by Limited Run, but distributed, is the Shape-Shifting Detective for the Switch. This one was an interesting story about several CGI or movie-based games. You're basically a detective that gets framed. I believe you get framed from a case. They think that you're the one who did it, but then they discover that you're able to shapeshift. So, or I don't know, it's something like that. The story goes. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, so there it says kind of like, like kind of excuse me, find like a murder mystery. But the story was very interesting on that one. The next one, another collector's edition, which I'm kind of impressed because it was going for rather cheap. A limited edition, Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo for the Nintendo Switch. And it's a limited edition game. And this one's basically another text-driven adventure game. Excuse me, based on the movie Vertigo. The focus. Which is based on Alfred Hitchcock's movie. And this is a game that I've been wanting to get for quite some time. So yeah, pretty good game. Why isn't this focus? Focus. There you go. So yeah, interesting game. So let's see how this one goes. These I kind of got on sale. Mega Man Legacy Collection on Part 2, which has Mega Man 7, 8, 9, and 10 in one disc for the PS4. Now I got a bunch of the Mega Man Legacy collections for different consoles, and now I got it for the PS4. Got it brand new, and I got it for rather cheap. So yeah, and then I also got this one that I heard, Psychonauts, in the Rhombus, Psychonauts in the Rhombus Ruin for the PlayStation 4. Now I don't have a VR, but I hear that this, I got it for rather cheap. And I hear that it's like the connecting story of Psychonauts and Psychonauts 2. Now, it does say right here that you get part 1 with it. I already own it. So, but I'm pretty sure the code is expired. But yeah, got that one. Now this one, why is my camera not focusing, guys? Let me see. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's see if that helped. Sorry about that. Now, one game I did get that was a limited run game distributed for the PS4 is Bats. And it's called Bats Bloodsucker Anti-Terror Squad for the PS4. Now, this one is a run and gun 2D side-scrolling game, which is very interesting that I saw. I guess it's an animated TV show. I never heard of it. I never knew it was an animated TV show. So, yeah, based on the show, I guess. So let's see how this one comes out. Got it for a really good price. Rather cheap. And then this one, I went to my local retro game shop here in Redwood City. And now I'm going to tell you right now, I chose this game, Spot, the video game for the NES. It's a game that my cousins had when I was a kid, and one of those games that I wasn't so fond of, but it was memorable because of my cousins. It's basically a puzzle game. The only Spot game that I believe was a puzzle game, and all the other ones were side-scrollers. But yeah, got it for really cheap. Now, I regret it because in there, they had 2 other NES games. One of them I was very interested in. So I let it go. And I regret it because I came a week later and wanted to get it, and it wasn't there. So someone bought it already really quick. But yeah, this next one was interesting. Now, this one is a limited run game. It's Blood Rain Betrayal, Fresh Bites for the Nintendo Switch. This one's a 2D side-scrolling action game. I don't know if it's related to the how do you call it? The Blood Rain saga. But it looked very cool when I saw it. Came complete. Yeah, with the card even. So it's rare when I get them with the card. So yeah. It's going for a lot more money, but I got it for a really good price. So yeah. And then of course I went to my local GameStop this month. Picked up 2 games. Had to use my $5 coupon. Paid less than that. I got Valfaris for the PS4. This one is a 2D side-scrolling action game. Very reminds me of how do you call it? Contra style. This is a game that I've been looking at for a really long time to get. I kept leaving it aside, and I swear I believe that this is a limited release. I don't know if it's from Limited Run or another company, but I just picked it up because it was going for cheaper than that. So yeah. And then the next game that was much cheaper, Tearaway Unfolded Crafted Edition for the PlayStation 4 from the makers of Little Big Planet. This one is a 3D platformer that looked very interesting. So, and it was going for rather cheap. So yeah, pick this one up and see how it goes. And then I picked up an actual limited run game. And it came on with, when they ship it to me on eBay, it came with the box, which is really cool. Decided to keep it, you know what I mean? But inside of the box came a very interesting game that I bought called Simulacra for the PS4. Now, this is a game I've been looking at for a while now. Basically, it is a point and click game. Another movie-based game where you find this one phone of this one girl, this one chick, that you kind of try to find the mystery because it looked like she'd been kidnapped or something's wrong with her. So you're trying to find out what's going on. Either the phone is haunted or it's weird. But yeah, very interesting game. One that really catches my eye. I like the card. Pretty interesting. Yeah. So let's see how that one goes, you know. I really like those CGI games. And then finally, because I got Legacy Collection 2, about Mega Man Legacy Collection 1. Came complete with it comes with a cheat card that shows you how to beat the bosses. And of course this is the booklet? Oh, it's a code. Okay. What is that? Hold on. Oh, it's a soundtrack. Wow. Okay. But yeah. All the games, Mega Man 1 through 6, the classics, the good ones. So yeah. Of course I got them all in different systems, but I like having the collections. I love Mega Man. But yeah, those were my games of the month. But I did go to the store and bought a couple of things. I went to DD's this month and I got this one figure, another Disney Mirrorverse. When these came out, I was very interested in them, you know, and I've always wanted to collect them. Of course, I have Donald, I have Goofy now, and now I want to get Mickey. Will be cool to have the trio. That would be cool. What do these things do on the actual Mirrorverse game? Because I downloaded it during the month on my iPhone. They don't do anything. I thought they did. I thought they were kind of like the which one was it? The ones that you put them in the thing. Oh my goodness, we were just playing these Skylanders that they did something or whatever, but they're really cool. So yeah, I got that one. And then unfortunately, as we all know, for those of you who are local or around this area or in several states, they're closing the 99-cent store. In the 99-cent store, one of my final visits, I found these figures. I found the Genie from Mirrorverse. Got him, you know. I also got, I'm going to put him right there. I also got Buzz Lightyear. Dang, it's heavy actually. Really cool though. And the other one that I got was Jack from Pirates of the Caribbean. Really love that movie. Love the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Got these three guys. Yup. And unfortunately, you know, we're at the end of an era with the 99-cent store. I used to love going there. I used to find a lot of cool things. And it's sad that they're closing down. This was my second to the last visit that I got. I went to another visit thinking, well, actually, when I went to the last visit, I didn't find anything. But in that same trip of the last visit to the 99-cent store, I went to DD's and that's where I found this one. Well, my son found it. I overlooked it and he picked it up. And I'm like, cool, you know. So it's kind of like sad to know that the 99-cent store is going to be no more. And that really, really sucks. Because it was a store that my family and I frequented often, not for this, but to buy groceries and buy things, because they had really cool stuff, you know, and other little knickknacks. And then finally, I don't really buy a lot of these, but this one caught my eye because it's who it is. And it is the Funko Pop Flash Gordon Queen's Freddie Mercury. Ooh, do I really, really like Queen. I like this band. Really cool. Queen. So let me tell you, love the Freddie Mercury movie. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Love the music from Queen. Very old school. And I love Flash Gordon, the 80s movie. And maybe one day I'll review that movie because it's a very cheesy, funny movie. But what I think made the movie awesome was the soundtrack that Queen made in the Flash Gordon movie. I think that without the soundtrack of the movie, without Queen, I don't think the movie would have been that great. Maybe not. You guys comment, let me know. But with the music and everything, it was crazy when they go Flash. Oh, like they sing that. It's awesome. So definitely love it. Really like it. And yeah. I actually, believe it or not, I actually had made, and this is another one why I like Queen. I remember sampling Bohemian Rhapsody into a rap song for somebody. I don't know if they ever used it or not, but they asked me to do that beat. And man, it was really cool how I made the beat. But yeah, that's another one. I remember not remaking it, but sampling Bohemian Rhapsody, and it was tricky because I timed the tempo of the song, went slower, then it went faster, then it went slower. Kind of did the same trick that they did with Bohemian Rhapsody with the song. They say that song has different elements of different genres of music, and they also did the tempos in certain different ways to mesh into the song, which was very creative. But yeah, there it is. But anyways, guys, those are my 2024 April haul items that I got. I know I have 2 more games actually that I'm waiting for. So hopefully, if before I release the video, if I get them, I'll quickly post them after this one. But anyways, that is my haul. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you guys enjoy my showcasing my items. A couple of updates. I have a couple of videos that are going to be already pre-recorded because if you guys remember, back in February I was supposed to have surgery for my shoulder. I'm actually having it after the release of this video. I'll probably, by the end of that week, I'll be going through surgery. But they told me this time is weird because told me I was going to be out for a month. Now they're telling me I'm going to be out for 2 weeks. So I will be putting videos. I already have the videos lined up, but that's one of the major things. I'm also planning on reviewing a couple. I know that I had. This is one that I'm trying to get at, that I'm trying to do for a while. And I know that last year I bought a lot of mini handheld consoles. I want to do a review of those things. Oh, and there's one more item I forgot to mention. Final item that I bought, and I got this one for super cheap at Target. Sorry. To add this one, this Transformer Wheeljack from the Transformers Rise of the Beast with Wheeljack, and then the little I forgot what his name is. Rhinox. It is Rhinox. So yeah, believe it or not, it says right here that it was going for $7. I got it for half off. So I got it for $4 at Target. And there's something interesting about this guy. So they made a limited edition one based on the Wheeljack that they made based on that one was based on the pizzeria van that came out in Stranger Things. And of course the other that's a little bit bigger, I don't know if it's the same size, has the markings of the pizzeria too, and this one doesn't. So it's a little bit different. But yeah, got it for really cheap and very interesting. But yeah, again, those are my hauls. Thank you guys for watching. I will post the next review of the next item. If I do get the next 2 games, I'll post it really quick. But anyways, this has been Eric, the one and only Bear Collector. I will see you guys on the next one. You guys take care. Peace out.